Browns. Ride with Browns. Find a friend, you know you got a friend. Ride with your friends at Browns.
There is also a community within our Browns dealerships, where employees have worked for years and share our pride in a business that's not all about cars, trucks, and vans, but a business that's about caring for each and every valued associate.
They started in April of '93 at the store at 483, and I came over in September, and we're continuing to grow, and we're looking for ways to build this business, bring more people in. So it's the greatest thing I've had other jobs, but this is the greatest job I've ever had, where you're, I know it's a different feeling. My parents bought from Browns when they were in Bellport, so it was ironic when I told my dad that I'm starting at Browns, because they had a great experience. They bought a couple of cars from Browns, so it wasn't set up that way, but it worked. Browns for the Future is, we recently took the 1900 building up in Medford and made it a Ram commercial and truck center, which is just starting to grow. I feel that we have the room and the expansion of employees to make this one store at 1900 grow. And as we continue to grow, I've been promoted to the general sales manager, and then just recently ago, the general manager. I grew with the business. We took it from 35 employees to 120. A lot of our hiring that we like to do from within. Everybody loves that we do that. I sure don't want to bring, if I have experience with people that are here, I want to give them the opportunity if they're doing the job for us. So we do try to grow from within. Every employee that stays with us for the course of years is one of those stories. Whether they stay in the same position, but they're growing with us, and they, I value them as they hopefully value us.
Kristen Burke, 11 years, Internet Manager.
Rich Dorfman, 11 years, General Sales Manager.
Steven Rivera, 2 years, Ram Commercial and Used Car Department.
Leroy Jones, 8 years, Parts Department.
Brian Butler, 2 years, Detailing Department.
Angelo Coutinho, 1 year, Used Car Department.
Well, I like the fact that when I do get a repeat customer, which is every week, I'm not going to say daily, almost daily, but they'll say, Bill, I don't remember what we did last time. What did we do last time? I call up their old dealer. I said, this is what you did last time. Let's do the same thing. Because they know we did right by them the first time, and they want to do that the second time. It makes them feel very relaxed. When someone's been in my office 2 or 3 or 4 times and they sit down, it's like they're getting a cup of coffee. They're just sitting there relaxed. Help me, thank you. They expect nothing less.
I take pride in giving the right job to the right guy who has the qualifications for that job. Whether he's a Fiat guy or a diesel guy, you got to give that job to him and then make sure it's done properly and it goes out properly. I think because we do send a lot of guys to school to make sure they're qualified for the jobs they get, and then we make sure they do that job properly. Everybody gets qualified, from changing oils to fixing diesels to fixing Fiats, automatic trannies, front-end work. Whatever Chrysler wants us to take, we take. Everything's through Chrysler Fiat. We send all our technicians to get certified as Chrysler technicians, Dodge technicians, and Fiat technicians. Well, training is very important to us. We're even sending a gentleman 400 miles away so he gets that training, just to make sure we can give the right job to the right tech who has the training. My team does all the big trucks, from 2,500 up to 5,500. My team takes care of them. Anybody who has a 25 to 5,500 should be coming to Browns.
My name is Chris Cotto. I'm one of the pit crew chiefs over at the valet area at Browns. I've been there about 16 years. And it's a nice place to work. I like working there. People are great. And hopefully I have a lot more time working there.
Rich LaQuarrie, a.k.a. the Total Package, 5 years, Used Car Department.
Tom Riley, 10 years, Finance Department.
Keith Maurer, 2 years, Used Car Manager.
James Van Gordon, 4 years, Ram Commercial and Used Car Department.
Michael Pellegrino, 10 years, New Car Sales Manager.
Rich Roos, 5 years, Finance Department.
It's not something that we practice. It's not something that you sit down every day and you pretend you're going to have this is what we're gonna. You do the right thing every time, and it comes naturally. You don't have to read cue cards or anything like that. You do the right thing, and it works. It works. You be honest with people, and it's all about communication. People come in, like I said, they come in, they're frustrated, they're unaware, they don't know. Maybe it's their first time in a dealership, first time at our dealership. They don't know what, if they're going to leave there with, a major issue, a minor issue, and it's just comforting for them to know that you care enough. It's a big expense. The car is a big expense, and you treat the people like you'd want to be treated, and it works very well. It works very well.
My name is Jamel Blanco. I go by Mel. I work at Brown's Jeep in new car sales. I've been now with Brown's for 4 years. I was at one dealership before that, and that was the first dealership I've ever been to. And now Brown's is my home. So being here now for the last 4 years, it's been a great experience. Family. One thing I like about it is it's family structured. The one thing they do is make sure that you're taken care of. Regardless of the fact of what it may look like or what may be going on, they're always concerned about the individual. So that makes it a very pleasurable experience for us. From what I've seen in the past 4 years, every Christmas party, Mr. Brown doesn't ask us to do anything for him for his gifts. What he wants us to do is donate. So to the Christmas party, what we do is bring gifts so he can give out for the kids, like Toys for Tots. So which is amazing. It affects individuals that never had a Christmas or never had an opportunity to have presents. And what I see for Mr. Brown is hands down like the biggest and the best thing that I've ever came across with an owner of a dealership. The expansion of Brown's Jeep gives us opportunity for growth within. It provides salespeople to be groomed throughout the organization as time goes on. And once they're groomed and a position opens up for you, he's actually going to give you an opportunity to improve yourself. So that's the one thing about it. It just never looks as though you're just in one position at any time. You're always hands-on with different positions, so when time comes, you're able to be pushed right along into the next step. So there's always potential for growth, always potential for growth. One thing I've learned is not telling the customer no, it's allowing the customer to understand that we'll figure it out. And the best thing about it is no one wants to hear no when you have a problem. No one wants to hear, oh, we can't get it done. The Brown's model, which I came to adapt, is no problem, we'll handle it. And that's what it looks for with everything. Families, individuals, workers, customers, it's always being, I'll take care of it.
There have been some people that came in through the dealership that didn't really grasp what we were trying to do, spent some time with us and ended up leaving. And ironically, they all want to come back because it's just a different philosophy that we do with employees even. Brown's does a lot for the community, and Brown's, the dealership, does a lot for the community, but Gary Brown does a lot for the community. Gary Brown does all different types of, Rotary Club, Lions Club. He's involved with so many charities. Sometimes I wonder how he can still operate when he has to go 3 and 4 times a week out to a charity or to an event that he's helping set up to help some people. The Christmas party that everybody's talking about, bringing in Boys and Girls Club of America. He brought a local youth center in at one of our parties, which was awesome because they actually brought some of the kids in to take the gifts out so that they could distribute them. That's a feel-good thing, you feel real good, and all the employees feel good about that. So I'm proud of that, I'm proud when people say, oh, Gary's helped, a lot of people out, and we'll continue to do that, I'm sure. Brown's philosophy is that we're in business to grow, take care of our customers, take care of our employees, take care of the community, we want to be a rock in the community.
Brooke DeLeo, 3 years, Billings Department.
Brandy Presley, 2 years, Accounting Department.
Jonathan Duarte, 1 year, Ram Commercial and Used Car Department.
Charlie Kennedy, 2 years, used car sales.
Chris Dunn, 1 year, Service Department.
Rich Roberts, 10 years, New Car Department.
My name's Joseph Kaminsky. I work on the night crew. I'm the nighttime shop foreman. Also the chief shop steward. Senior technician. I'm I guess you want to call it teacher. I like putting a little sense of humor into things. I'm the man of many hats, as I put it. Been at Brown's a long, long time. It's going to be 40 years come May 4th next year. And it's been a great run. It's been great. I mean, at Brown's has been, my wife and I, you know, have a great family, had a great career here. Brown's have been tremendous to the community. Back in the days when I first started back there, it was back in Bellport. We moved up here to Patchogue, I guess about 20 years or so ago, and the business has thrived, has expanded. And it's been a great place to work, it's been a great place to live, it's been a great place to raise a family.
So when I came out of high school, I had the opportunity to come to the dealership and work, and had some familiarity with the product, knew a few friends who worked here, and got an opportunity to become a salesperson, learn the product and the process. And 12 years later, I've built a great book of business for myself. Brown's is a family-run business, and has grown exponentially in the 12 years that I've been here. There's a lot of opportunity for growth, and everybody's treated like family. And that's the way that, that's the type of business that I like to be a part of. I enjoy working for them very much. You know, they're both very fair people to work for. They challenge you all the time, which is the most important. They treat every employee with a lot of respect, and they make you feel very comfortable as well as very challenged.
Vince Jufo, 1 year, finance department.
Marie Pawlowski, 3 years, finance department.
Belgian Golden, 1 year, used car department.
Vanessa Swenchi, 7 years, billing department.
Joe Junta, 3 years, new car manager.
Melissa Badillo, 2 years, accounting department.
Crystal Lynch, 1 year, new car department.
Curtis Steele, 13 years, detail department.
Damian Velez, 6 years, parts department.
Ernie Pichula, 1 year, used car department.
Jimmy Z, 4 years, used car department.
Allison Aviles, 1 year, accounting department.
Paul Williams, 2 years, new car department.
Jovan Windley, 1 year, new car department.
I'm Steve Spielman. As Brown celebrates their 100th anniversary, I will be celebrating my 30th anniversary this year. I started with Brown's back in Bellport, we moved to Patchogue, and then we moved again.
My name's Michael Fulfrey, 3 years, new car department.
Harry Stecker, 5 years, new car department.
Ryan Bowman, 2 years, internet department. Kyle Benson, 3 years, internet department.
Debbie Schill, office manager, 7 years.
I was asked the other day from a local business person, how and why has Brown's been successful through the years? And it really rolled off the tip of my tongue without thinking about it. And I said, you take care of your employees. And he stopped me and said, I really thought you were going to say, you take care of the customer. And I said, well, our philosophy has been through the years to take care of the employees. And if you take care of the employees the proper way, in turn, they will take care of the customer. So our philosophy has been, how can we train and empower our employees to do the job? It's up to management and ownership to lay the vision out, and then give everybody the opportunity to succeed. And that's what we've done through the years, is lay out the vision, lay out the roadmap, and try and find the right individuals to follow that path and then grow collectively together. And I think we've been successful with the employees that we've had. Many have grown with us. In a few months, we'll have an individual celebrating 40 years with us. And when we hire somebody, that's what we look for. Somebody that's going to be with us for the long haul. Decisions that we make, many times we make from the heart, not from the head, but we make it from the heart to try and figure out how can this employee be with us and grow with us for 5, 10, 15, and even 40 years like Joe Kaminsky has.
Introducing Brown's first advertising jingle, produced in 1994.
We're family owned and run.